What is up? What is up? Team Duelist Alliance 671 coming at you with the new deck profile to kick off on the end of November by giving you guys the Thanksgiving deck, which is pretty much our ninja deck profile. I think you guys are know where I'm coming from with this being a Thanksgiving theme, so without further ado, guys, let's get started. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and become a part of that notification squad, and well, I'll definitely be giving you guys a lot of videos, not just deck profiles. Maybe I'll do a reaction band list. So let's see. Okay, so to start off with the monster lineup, we have 3 copies of Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. He is the Stratos of the deck. When he's normal summon, you search for a ninjutsu art card from your deck to your hand. Also, if he's special summoned in any way, or flip summoned, you could add 1 ninja from your deck to your hand. And this is not once per turn at all, it's just whenever you summon him. So if you have ways to summon him multiple times, you can pretty much search out all your ninjas, which is really cool. So he's pretty much Stratos in steroids. Upstart Golden Ninja, Naruto Uzumaki basically. You send 1 trap card from your hand to the graveyard, then he's literally like Naruto. He special summons a level 4 lower ninja, face up defense mode or face down defense, straight from your deck. So he does that multi-shot clone jutsu. So that's why we have the Naruto mat. This give credit where credit's due. This is my best friend's mat, guys, and she loves it very much. And I think she'll be proud that I'm showing you guys how awesome this mat is. Yeah, I mean, shout out to you, Best. Thank you for letting me hold on to this, and I'm taking good care of it. Anyways, to continue our monster lineup, we run 2 copies of Yellow Ninja. This masked ninja is pretty much, if he's the Stratos, he's the Solid Soldier. When he's normal summon or flip face up, that's correct, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower ninja from your hand. And if you do that for the rest of the turn, only for the rest of the turn, you're locked to ninjas. But that's fine. So yeah, my family is awake right now, guys, but that's okay. They normally don't bother me, so yeah. We still have time to show you guys this deck profile. So to continue, and what are these great legendary assassins without their leader? Twilight Ninja gets Suga the Shogun. Yeah, Twilight's cool. Just kidding. Anyways, so he says, I can normal summon this monster by attributing 1 ninja instead of just attributing 2 monsters. But normally you just pendulum summon this guy. Yes, we still run pendulums. You'll see why. And also, once per turn, you can target 2 ninjas in your graveyard while this is in attack mode, and special summon both of them, then tap to defense mode. So if you just so happen to have 2 Hanzos in your graveyard, trust me, he's going to get there fast. You could just summon 2 of them, he switches to defense, search for 2 ninjas. Beautiful setup. So to continue for our level 5 or higher ninjas, we run 3 copies of Twilight Ninja Jogen. He's pretty much the Blue Eyes alternative of the deck. You reveal 1 ninjutsu card from your hand, special summon him, but unlike Blue Eyes alternative, you can keep on summoning him if you have multiple copies. And yeah, he's pretty useful. And by himself, he does piercing damage, and for his monster effect, then for his pendulum effect, all of your ninjas have piercing damage. That might come up, especially if you're trying to OTK. Then to continue the ninja lineup, yes, believe it or not, we still run the 1 copy of Twilight Ninja Kage. He's searchable via Hanzo, so I do have predicaments where I need to search for him, and then pendulum summon my ninjas out, like for going second. And also the pendulum boost is pretty good. The pendulum effect's pretty good. You boost 1 of your ninjas attacking by 1,000 during the battle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, when he attacks until the end of the damage step. That's still pretty good. The monster effect you don't worry about too much. Contribute this card, target 1 ninja you control gains 800 attack. So you could target like your Blade Armor Ninja and then make him attack like 3,000 twice, but normally use him as a scale. And then to continue with our skills, we run a generic Karate Spirit. You don't really worry about the monster effect. What you mainly use this for is just the skill. Easily searchable with Isolde. Isolde, first effect to search for Warrior from your deck to your hand. Pendulums, just play around that effect. You can still set, when you search these two of Isolde's first effect, you can still activate your Pendulum effect. You can still set them on the skill. You can still Pendulum summon. It's as if Isolde was made to search for these guys. And anyways, to continue, we run one of our only non-warrior types. Perform a PAL 5 Rainbow Magician. This is pretty much here for the lock. What this does specifically, it says this effect applies for both players. Each player applies one of these effects based on the number of set cards in their spell and trap zones. As this is a skill, these two effects can apply. If one of the players has 0 spells or traps set, all monsters they can control cannot attack or activate their effects. 4 or more, to attack the attack of all monsters they control become double the original attack. Sorry for that tongue twister. Monster effect you don't really worry about too much. If either player sets a spell trap on your field while this is in your graveyard, place this in your pendulum zone. But you don't really need to worry about that basically. You're just here using this for the lock, because with the monster I'm going to show you guys next, your opponent's not going to set anything. So you get to lock out their monster effects and their attacks from their monsters. All thanks to Dark Simorgh. So Dark Simorgh says your opponent cannot set cards. So if you have this one and that one by itself, then you're pretty much locking your opponent from activating monster effects, and that's really awesome. And then we do run the track card Anti-Spell Fragrance, so that completes the lock basically. So you have multiple ways of locking out the opponent, and you could even ask my teammate. We tried out the Ninjas versus True Dracos. I was actually able to defeat the True Dracos just by this alone, the fact that they can't set their trap cards. And my friend was even explaining I can't set it. I could try activating my spells, but the spells can't shoot your monsters, so you pretty much got it. And I was like, well, okay, I didn't know that. But anyways, to continue, shout out to one of my teammates to help this playtest this deck, so that's why I'm showing you guys right now. On Thanksgiving, there's your turkey, Dark Simorgh. A very evil turkey. Just kidding. Anyways, to continue with the spell lineup, or what am I doing? On with the spell cards, and that's all the monsters. So for the spell lineup, we're gonna run 3 copies of Ninjutsu Art Notebook, the handy dandy notebook. You send one ninja from your hand to the graveyard. Directly set one ninjutsu card directly from your deck. So this is anti-ash, because they can't ash it because you're technically not searching for it. You're setting it directly from the deck. Only 2 copies of Ninjutsu Art of Alchemy. Easily searchable, and you mainly destroy the Ninjutsu Art Notebook anyways. So it's a really good searcher. I used to run 3 in here, but I decided to make room for more generic draw cards that you'll see soon. 1 copy of Hidden Village. People go back and forth between 3 and 2. For me, I prefer 1. The effect is really good. When a ninja's normal summon, or summon in any way, you target one ninja or ninjutsu card in your graveyard, add to your hand. You just can't use the effects of that turn, but that's okay. This is it. Sorry, tongue twister. Let's say, for example, you send one of your ninjutsu art cards to the graveyard with Upstart Golden Ninja's effect. Then whatever you summon of Upstart Golden Ninja, you use the effect of Hidden Village to grab your ninjutsu art back to your hand. And if it's a trap card, it doesn't matter because you activate it during the opponent's turn anyways. So either way, you get your card back. It's a +1. Also, you can banish one ninja or ninjutsu card, ninjutsu art card, or no, wait. I think it's just ninja. That would be broken if you could banish ninjutsu art card. Yeah, if any of your ninjas will be destroyed by battle or card effect, or any of your ninjutsu art cards on the field, banish one ninja in your graveyard instead. So this kind of works as a pseudo White Dragon Ninja, since we're not running that one in this version, at least not this version. I did used to run a Dragon Ninja deck with the Dragon Rulers. That was really cool. I wish I could show you guys that. Maybe a traditional deck profile, huh? Just for that one, but we'll see. Anyways, to continue with our spells, the generic spells, reinforcement in the army, search for a level 4 warrior monster from your deck to your hand. Level 4 or lower warrior type monster. Allure of Darkness, there's the generic draw card. I know you're thinking, what am I going to banish? Well, we have a plethora of dark monsters, as you can see. That's light, that's fine. But a plethora of dark monsters, that's what light. Dark monsters. And they're easily searchable, so you're almost always going to have a target. You're going to rarely blind allure in here, and it's also good ash bait, because there's a lot of cards that ash get hit in here. So that's why we run a lot of extenders and draw cards, so you could bait out the ash so it doesn't hit your center combo piece. And yeah, to continue, Monster Reborn, as I say more. It's really cool in here, because like you can keep on reborning your Hanzo or your Upstart Golden Ninja. Like ninjas all over the place. DDR, because Phoenix Blade, because Isolde, because Allure of Darkness. There's plenty of ways for your ninjas or your warriors to be banished. Very good card. Overdone Burial, because you have high level monsters in here anyways, so you could combo this with Dark Samorg, because you could summon Dark Samorg from your graveyard anyways. By sending one type and dark type from your hand to the graveyard, and also you can summon Dark Samorg from your hand by banishing one wind and one dark type. So either way, this is a really good. These two could combo well Dark Samorg basically. Like it doesn't matter, but you're mainly discarding Phoenix Blade for this one. But you know, just for references. Anyways, there's another way you summon Dark Samorg in here. You could Pendulum summon him, and there's another way I'll show you soon. Anyways, to continue, the equip lineup for Isolde Engine, Living Fossil, because it's amazing in here. Moonmere Shield, Captain America, and Phoenix Blade for discard fodder, for your Nightmares, for your DDR, you name it. Excellent fodder. And for Dragoon. Yes, I did run Dragoon in here before, but I decided not to run him in here because I feel this version doesn't really need to. And also, I know you guys love that Dragoon 6 Samurai deck profile. I'm just kidding. Maybe one of these days I'll make a pure 5 6 Samurai deck just for you guys, or another FTK variant. So there's your Easter egg right there for the next deck profile for this Yu-Gi-Oh's MCU. I'm just kidding. Now for the traps. Quite a few traps. Ninjutsu are a transformation. Here's your summoning jutsu basically. You tribute one ninja on the field, then as cost. Then you can special summon one beast, winged beast, or insect type from your hand or deck equal to the ninja's level plus 3. And then if this card leaves the field, you destroy the monster. That's fine. So you mainly use this to tribute Hanzo, because Hanzo searched for this, and then Hanzo summons the Dark Samorg, so that's summoning Jutsu to an extreme. So that's another way you bust out Dark Samorg. And then to continue the trap lineup, we run the Bread and Butter Anti-Spell Fragrance. All players must set their spell cards before activating them. So when you combo this with Dark Samorg while he's on the field, where he says the opponent can't set cards, period, not monsters, not spells, not traps, that means they cannot activate any of their spells and traps because they can't set them, meaning you lock them out of their spells and traps. So you have a very strong anti-spell and trap lock in here, but you still have to be wary of their monster summons that they could just summon without their spells, as well as their monster effects. And that's why we main board 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. It's like the perfect hand trap. You can't call by the grave this. You could cross out Designator it, but at least you're baiting it out. And wait, can you cross out Designator it? I don't think so. I gotta read that card again. Sorry. Anyways, this is a very hard hand trap to stop. If you control no cards, you could activate this from your hand. Target one face-up monster in the field, negate its effects. It's cool because you could do it during the opponent's turn. And if this card was set before activation and is on the field of resolution, for the rest of the turn, all spells and traps in this column are negated. So it's even stronger when you set it. So it Gives you a bonus when you set it basically, although you could activate it from your hand. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's go straight to the extra deck. And yeah, I've been training, guys. I'm doing a nutrition plan, so I might be a little bit tired as I speak, but that's okay. I'll do my best to finish the video for you guys and make it quick and brief, not take too much of your time. So without further ado, to showcase the extra deck, of course, Ninja Grandmaster Shizo. So he takes 2 ninjas. If he points at a monster, he can be targeted for attacks or card effects. So he already has that immunity to him, like that protection jutsu, basically, like Gaara Ultimate Defense. Okay, so the main effect though is that during your main phase, you could directly set 1 ninjutsu card from your deck straight to the field. So he's a walking notebook, ninjas are notebook basically, as he should be. But you can only use this effect once per turn. Yeah, they made sure that this guy's not too overpowered basically. That's okay. That's where Isso comes in. I think we all know what she does by now. When you link summon her, you search for a warrior from your deck to your hand. Effects are negated, cannot summon that warrior that turn, but you're mainly searching for your Kagen and your Karate Spirit anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then you can send any number of equipped spells to the graveyard. Special summon a warrior type monster equal to the number of equipped spells you send to the graveyard. Let's say, for example, you send 4. That means you could special summon a level 4 warrior type monster, which is Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo or Upstart Golden Ninja. One of those 2 on combo starters. Then to continue, the Nightmare package, Nightmare Phoenix, the Spawn Trap Destroyer, Nightmare Cerebus, the main monster zone destroyer of a special summon monster. He's that specific. And then Nightmare Unicorn. He does all the above, but he's 2+ materials. You shuffle 1 card in the field back to the deck when you discard a card. Well, all these effects trigger when they link summon, so yeah. You're pretty much your field destroyers. You have an aerial attack, you have ground attack, and then you have your tank basically. basically speaking. Okay, then to continue, sorry, you just Goldred, because sometimes you do want to fix your hand and you could bust out a lot of ninjas. Also, this deck pretty much is digging for pieces. You want to get your draw engine going so you can draw your anti-spell fragrance, your ninjutsu transformation, and since we're running the high 5 lock, you want to draw that Performapal 5 magician, 5 rainbow magician. Yeah, Performapal 5 rainbow magician. A little bit of that Yusei action, or Yuya action. Sorry, Yusei's 5Ds. My apologies. Again, guys, I'm kind of tired from my training, but I'm okay. Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess. Princess Mononoke, of course. Depending on how many materials you use for her, she gains 800 attack. You could pay. You could have her lose 800 attack, negate a monster effect, and yeah, she's that awesome. And you can keep on using that effect once per chain. So yeah, she's really good. There's a reason why they call her a goddess. Then Stardust Dragon. Oh, you're wondering why I'm running that? You'll find out soon. So to continue with the Yuya Sakaki shout out, Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Because you can. You shuffle 1 Pendulum monster and on top of your extra deck face up on top of your extra deck back to the main deck. Negate the activation of a card effect and destroy it. Also, if this is special summon in any way, you return 1 face-up card and then field back to the hand. 1 face-up monster, that is, in attack mode. So he's kind of like a very light Cyber Dragon, basically. Cyber Dragon Infinity. Yeah, very light. Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. This is the one that you use to summon him. You overlay and rank into Absolute. You link summon him away like the Nightmares or something, or these 2. And then you use the effect when it's sent to the graveyard. You special summon 1 Odd Eyes monster from your extra deck, ignoring the summoning conditions. Or it doesn't ignore the summoning conditions, you just special summon whatever you can summon, basically. He does also have a Utopia effect when a monster declares an attack. Attach 1 material and negate the attack. And then you can special summon one authorized monster from your hand or graveyard. So he's arguably better than Utopia, but I know like Utopia has like super crazy forms, like the when I run the Kaioken, the Utopia double. I did try running that in here, by the way, but just for this version we can't do that. I choose not to do that because I don't feel like double or nothing should be set. It should be something out of nowhere, like in a surprise. So that's why we're not running that in here, but that's okay. That's why we also run this lineup. So to continue, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, just in case we can't get that Pendulum on top of the extra deck. We go into this one for just the generic burn. And then, since we're running so many Exceed monsters, Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder. Zeus! Yeah, anyways, you know, he detached to Exceed materials, then you send all other cards to the graveyard. The monsters that you're attacking, the Exceed monsters that you're attacking with to bring this guy out is sometimes him, and then a lot of times these two. But first, we're gonna showcase Baguska because we can. He does shut down a lot of decks. It just depends on the matchup. One copy of Abyss Dweller because you still want to stop monster effects when you lock out their spells and traps. So shutting down their graveyard effects, like their monster effects that activate in the graveyard, really helps. And then last but not least, Blade Armor Ninja. This is the one you're mainly attacking with, so you could bring out Zeus. You could attack with him, make him 3200 with Kagen, and then main phase 2, Zeus, and then blow up the board. Yeah, so basically utility, basically. This deck can go first, basically, because the fact that your Upstart Golden Ninja requires you to send a trap card to the graveyard, this deck could get away with running trap cards. It's not slow whatsoever. It helps enhance the deck, whether you're going first or second. So ninjas are really good at traps for obvious reasons. That's it for the extra deck, guys. Let me show you the side deck really quick. Because we all know what these cards do and what they're for. Basically, triple tactics talent, that it fits the Japanese theme. Call by the Grave, because hand traps really hurt the deck. So these are like your anti-hand traps, basically. When you know your opponent's running like plethora of hand traps, you're tired powering through them, you just like set this up. Then 2 copies of Lightning Storm, because you know, Lightning Storm. Lightning Chidori! I'm just kidding. Harpy's Feather Duster, because you know, spells and traps. Then we run also for the monster lineup, Nibiru, the Primal Being, and a very uncommon one, Sovereign, for targeting protection. I feel this is the only defense against Ultrageist when they do the infinite and permanent stuff with the bouncer. Like you can negate one of them, basically pick your poison and destroy it. I think this is a good answer to that. Then 2 copies of Solemn Judgment because the Lord says no. That's what it literally does. Well, we all know what this does. And then the last but not least, Starlight Road. I find this a funny tech because there's a lot of spells and traps that destroy cards now, so you could spring this on your opponent as a surprise when you know you're going first. Like you side these 3, you spring it, then you bring out a free Stardust Dragon, and then you can negate more stuff. So I find that really interesting. Also, it's not a deck card because of the fact it's a trap card. If it's not going to work out for you, you could always just send it to the graveyard via Upstart Goblin's effect. Leave it to Naruto Uzumaki to find the good in things, right? I'm just kidding. So anyways, guys, thank you very much for taking time to watch. This is your Thanksgiving kickoff deck profile. Happy Thanksgiving to you all, and depending on your preference, happy holidays. And I think we all could agree that we learned a lot over the years, so this Christmas we're gonna feel a lot more grateful, if I may say so. Our holidays, or Hanukkah, or yeah, however you prefer, if I may mention. So anyways, guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, and as always, have a great day, and please be safe. Evil turkey. Okay, take care, guys.